Did it.
Oh, you already hit the button?
Yes,
Oh!
I did. We're live. Hi,
I'm gonna.
everybody. I'm Ali Burns from Picks and Parlays. We've got Detroit Lenny with, what are you eating? What was that? What do you have?
Crown Royal.
I'm beerless right now. And we've got special guest John Rickett, as you guys know him. Oh,
Never heard of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Next.
I believe to you, Lenny, it's Kelly. Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Yeah. I have. This is gonna, without sounding weird. Me and your wife, we have a relationship. We neither one of us like you. Okay. She puts her pics in on Facebook, and I'm like, I let her know if he won or lost, and she's like, good. I'm glad he lost. I can't stand that guy, and I'm like, I know, me neither.
Yeah. It was funny. She goes, you're so far down. Are you out of it yet? Can I stop doing it?
You were out for a little while in December. You were down a little
Yeah.
bit. Me and you both.
Yeah.
We can pull up Circa picks too.
Oh,
Howdy,
yes.
Tim.
Not Circa picks.
What's up, Tim Earl? What's up, Brian Davis? Y'all don't forget to hit the like button while you're rolling in here, by the way. By the way, y'all.
Yeah, feel free.
All right, so is that what we're doing? We're going to pull up some Circa picks? I have like
I was
15
gonna pull up my handicapping tan stuff just
Oh,
to
there
show
you go,
that where Rickett is. Just so
It's not looking good.
now. I mean,
Remember we talk about this, Lenny, that this is kind of one of those things that once you do one round, you like it's the next week. It's like if you win the last
the
one
next month.
standing,
Yeah.
the next week it's no good for you. Okay, I'll be
Well-
right back. I'm gonna let you guys talk about this.
I was gonna say, to her point, is like the first week of December after the battle for November.
Right.
The first week of December, we both kind of just tailed off a little bit, and then you've been like, I think you're like 6-0 in the last 3 days, or 5-1 or something. So you've been crawling out of the basement for sure. And
Yeah.
I'm holding strong here at 17-11, but Tim Earl is bound and determined to beat me. Just because I just Tim, you're watching. Tim, I want you to screenshot this. This is me winning last Woody standing and you not. Tim gets mad.
This
But
is
Robert
me picking the
Franklin and
Flyers.
Chanel are killing it. They are killing it.
Yeah, they're on fire. Chanel started out like what, 11-1 or something?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
something crazy like that. And then Robert Franklin came up, and then they're both right there. I mean, he's got just 2 more pushes than her or whatever, but that's crazy, the standings or whatever. So, but let's talk. I want to talk about Rickett. We all see you on the chat each and every day in the Morning Wood and everything like that. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, how you strive day in and day out to try and beat me, and how it doesn't work and all that. So go ahead, tell everybody about that.
So I got started in the sports betting world. Me and my wife went through some troubles. She went through a lot of troubles, when we were trying to conceive and stuff. And just a lot of stuff that I'd wish on nobody. But fortunately, we have our little one now. But I just kind of started it because I was watching some people online. I was like, I could do this. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I stumbled across your guys' show one day and you do all these contests. And I'm like, well, this makes it fun. And then, that whole thing with getting in that battle with you last month was just, it was fun. It's like, I don't care if I win, but this is just fun getting into that battle. And for me, it's all about numbers, and I'm a huge numbers guy. I'm a huge statistician. It's what I dug in college, and with all the spreads and everything in sports, it's like people can pick winners. Like, oh, I'm undefeated in the NFL, and it's like, yeah, but did they win by 9? Did you say that, or did you just say they would win?
You bet against the spread, or Yeah.
And I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so Washington finally just legalized gambling in casinos, so I'm looking forward to getting to go stay.
Cheers to that. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I'll drink that.
Long time coming. I don't understand the world. Like, why are some states can and some states can't? It's like we're all in the same country. Figure it out.
Right, exactly, 100%. And I agree. Like, I found Morningwood, like, I think like last November-ish. COVID was like first round of COVID was real crazy, and we all had time. Everybody had time on their hands, so of course I'm YouTubing, and I'm YouTubing or scrolling Facebook or something, and somehow I came across Morningwood, same thing, and found Allie, and it just makes it fun, the whole community, the Morningwood community and stuff. And you're absolutely right. My wife, to the point, got last month. She was like, babe, I just don't care. You know that I don't care, right? And then like in a nice way, and I'm like, babe, I'm trying to beat this guy, okay? Like I was winning the whole time, and then he comes out of nowhere with these BS college basketball. Nobody cares about college basketball starting, and all this. And she's like, babe, I love you, but I just don't care. And I'm like, oh, but if you were winning, you'd care. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, whatever.
100%.
My wife's the same way. I was like, what did Lenny pick today? She's like, do you really got to know right now? I'm like, well, no, just sometime in the next like hour, so you can tell me if you stumble across it again. So that she'd go look, and she'd be like, I don't care. I don't even know who these people are. I don't know what any of this means.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
I texted her something, and she was like, who? What are you even talking about? I was like, my pick. And she's like, is that a basketball team? Like,
yeah. I know. I've told him. I remember distinctly sitting on the couch watching Blacklist. Okay, with on TV with my wife, and I can't see nothing. So when I have my phone, my glasses are off. I'm like this, laying on the couch, and I'm like, what the hell did he pick? Who the hell is George Washington University? Dave, does he have a school? And Mandy's like, are we watching this or are we not? And I'm like, I'm watching, babe. I'm watching. And she's like, no, you're not. You're grading papers, as I call them at night. She's like, you're trying to see if he won or lost. I'm like, yeah. He went 1-1. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, shit, so did I. And then she's like, well, and then she'd throw in her little comments just to rile me up, and be like, well, you're not going to catch him if you keep going 1-1. And I'm like, you think I don't know that?
Yeah.
You think I don't know that? Like,
Yeah, my wife, she didn't care. And then I was like, well, I said I can win $250. And she goes, all right, fine, I'll do it. All right.
All right. Did you get like $2.50 of that? And she kept the rest?
I didn't even. I was just like, whatever. You Yep.
I like being so competitive with you guys, though. Like it's a whole other angle of the show, Like
oh yeah, him and Sean Austin tried to gang up on me last month.
Hey, Sean, we're just trying to draft each other. It's fine.
They really, and then
Tim Hall's not even supposed to be in the Handicapping. I was like, Lenny's too nice to you because I would never let him in it. I'm like, I'm not.
Well, we have a plan. We have a plan. Me and Tim talked about this because neither one of us can win the money. We can't win the money, so we're just going to keep our records till like day 29, and then we're going to drop out. And we're just going to drop out. So
if you're going to do it. And then just...
I know, but we don't want to take... I'm not trying to take the top 3 spot and whatever.
Okay, you're super confident right now.
I'm just saying, I'm winning. My degenerate personality has a degenerate personality. Okay, so Detroit Lenny's
Gemini. I totally understand that.
Yeah, so Detroit Lenny's is my degenerate handicapper personality, and Detroit Lenny has an alternate ego as Alejandro, and that's his degenerate. So
that was
it gets real weird when Alejandro has his own bankroll, so stuff can get a little weird. So.
Drunk Allie has her own. Well, she had her own bankroll, then she blew it.
Yeah, she blew
that's what happened there. Okay, so tonight we're going to go through the Circa picks. This is a tough week in football, man. We got a lot of COVID going on. We got a lot of beef going on right now in the NFL. First of all, any live bets that you're looking at for the Chiefs-Chargers game? Where are we at on that, Detroit Lenny?
I did not because I didn't like it is 14-13 Chargers. Chiefs came out, drove down the field, got a field goal.
My TV I just got home.
So 14-13. My teaser is the Chiefs +3 and over 48, I think, or 47.5, something like that. But right now everything's locked, but I didn't like the odds when halftime at halftime. I didn't like it. So you're waiting.
Awfully demanding, Erica. You're awfully demanding. For what? Can I get a sport? Can I get a day of the week?
I know. Hi, how are you, Erica? I'm here too. Just want Ricketts picks? What the
hell? The Flyers killed her parlay, but she did give us a good solid what up. So we'll take that.
What up, Del? You forgot the Del. What up, Del? Look, Allie's been learning.
It's one word. That's what I've learned.
It's what up. It is all. It's the question and the answer. If you ever find yourself in Detroit and you're walking randomly and somebody's side-eyeing you and they could tell you're not from around here, just be like, what up, Del? It's a head nod. It's a whole movement. It's just, what up, Del? And they will immediately respond with, what up, Del? right back at you. And that's their way of saying, I see you, we see each other, don't try no shady stuff. You know. So
We're good here. We're good
Marco,
here.
Marcos knows.
You guys have single-handedly taught me, all right? I'm getting
Yeah.
street cred through Morning Wood is what's happening.
Don't go that far.
Okay, so let's go to Circa picks. What are we doing? Yeah. Oh, whoa.
That's
I'm
fine.
going to let you
We're right
control things because I just got back from El Bar, and I need someone else to be in control of Corona things right
All right,
now.
so here's Circa
almost
plays. Circa plays. I mean,
so let's
instantly.
start. Okay,
I'm going to do this. I was going to say,
it.
Rickett, I'm going to give you my couple that just jumped off the page at me right away. I like the Bengals, the Packers, and I forget who I put in the chat. I think the Rams. I think I liked. I think it was those three, but I also just found out like today. I mean, COVID is an issue in the NFL. Obviously, it's an issue in every sport. But today, like, there's over 20. They announced more players on the Browns that are tested positive, and I forget
I think it's
somebody
up over
else.
200 players right now, isn't it?
Yeah, something crazy. So I'm worried about some bets. Like we talked about this in the chat with my Circa teammates, and you know, we kind of what we do is like the lines come out like Wednesday, Thursday, and I share it into this group chat. And then we kind of give our initial picks. Like on Thursday, we give like a couple from each teammate. And there's 5 of us. So we'll get like a couple like leans, reactions, like initial things. And then we kind of wait for the injury report Friday. Saturday morning, we all get together, like kind of reconvene. And then be like, okay, considering this, and this. Or if we all like the Bengals, for example, we'll just take the Bengals as obviously a popular pick. So, we kind of do that, and we were just talking earlier, and we're like, man, with COVID, this is going to be hard because we have to have our picks in by Saturday, I think it's noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Or 3 o'clock Eastern, I don't know, like noon. We try and do it like Saturday morning. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know.
It's tough because you could say something Saturday morning, and by Saturday night, 10 more people have COVID, and
right, and then you're kind of like, whoa,
yeah.
You know, like we initially our rule we started at the beginning of the season, we stay off Thursday games, we stay off Monday games, so we just play Sunday games. This way, we don't have any, you know, we don't pick because if we pick on Thursday, we have to pick all 5 of our picks,
right?
So that kind of could screw some stuff up as well. So my initial thoughts on this was Bengals, Packers, Rams, but I don't know.
Do you think the Bills are going to win? Because I have an astounding stat for you.
I'm listening.
I
don't like nothing to do with that game.
So if you think the Bills are going to win that game, their average margin of victory when they've won this year is 26.1 points.
Oh, I do like that then.
And
they are at home.
It's going to be cold. Cam Newton's going to fold like a pretzel.
I like the Bills this week. I do too.
I do. We took a couple. We try to stay away from double-digit spreads as well.
Oh.
But last week we took 2 of them and we went 2-0 on them. So we like that.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you think the Bills are going to win the game outright, there's no reason not to take them because when they win by 26 points. And the Ravens are 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 home games against teams with a winning record.
I also am very intrigued by this Patriot-Colts matchup. I've been watching Hard Knocks in season with the Colts, and I don't know if you've ever watched Hard Knocks or whatever, but it's the first year they've done it in season, and they're doing it like throughout the season with the Colts and watching them, and I just get pumped up when you watch them and you see a team practice and you're involved in them every week in and week out. But the Patriots, man, it's hard to bet against them. I don't care, Matt. I mean, the Patriots.
Taylor's the real deal, but there's something about Belichick. He's just ready for whatever anybody can throw at
whisperer,
him.
Man.
And I mean, to come out in a game and only throw 3 pass attempts with your quarterback and sell your quarterback on that, like, hey, this is what we're going to do. And I mean, Mac Jones was all in that game. He was all in with the game plan,
and he didn't check out of nothing.
No,
he didn't check out of anything. Like, I mean, 3 passing attempts. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I feel like if I was the quarterback for an NFL team, they would let me throw the ball 3 times, even on accident. You know what I mean? Like, just on accident, you know?
But
So,
wasn't that really high winds? Wasn't that like part of the game
yeah.
plan? That the winds were insane, so it was never
It
going to
was
be like
stupid.
a high passing game in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, the only place I'm going with that is that entire Patriots team has faith in their coach and what he games plans. They're going to go out and execute, and you don't see that with a lot of other teams. I mean, I think the Colts are. I think this is going to be a great game because the Colts are another team.
Yeah.
That I mean, they'll ride Jonathan Taylor till the wheels fall
They will
off.
run the hell. I love the under in that game. I don't know what it's at currently right now, but I don't care. If it's in the 40s at all, I like the under. I really am intrigued by the Steelers. I'm a Najee Harris fan. She's a Najee Harris fan as well. And that's fine. I really like the Steelers, but I can't trust the Steelers. And
Are
I
you
really
talking about
want
the total on the Colts game?
Yeah, what's that at?
45.5.
45 and a half?
Buffalo for the cup.
I'm going to put Tim Earl in a timeout. I swear to God. How do I do that?
Tim,
Can
I'll
I
bring
not
him
do
in.
that?
I'll put you in a timeout. Don't you dare.
I already did. I put him in a timeout. You can't put me in a timeout.
Tim,
I created the room. You can't do that. I put Tim Earl in a timeout because Buffalo's not winning the cup.
Yeah, that's what you say now.
Nick Earl, I 100% agree with this comment, but everything about that, but I don't think nobody shuts down Jonathan Taylor. But I think the Patriots can win this game. I don't know if they shut him down, but I do think the wrong team's favored.
I like the Colts.
I think if that line was reversed and the Colts were +2, we'd be looking at this completely different. We'd be going, oh man, dog at home, money line dog, +2 at home, blah blah blah. So
He's going to have a game plan for him.
Medicaid, Cheez-Its, and a Bloody Mary. That's what I'm having. Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
She wants to have what I'm having.
Rickett, what jumps off the page at you looking at these lines?
So, I mean, the first thing is the Bills because I think the Panthers are absolute garbage. Rams minus 4.5 is very intriguing to me just because the Seahawks are. I mean, they're fighting for the playoffs. That everybody in Seattle's like, oh, they got playoff chance. They're still in the playoffs. It's a joke. They barely beat the Texans. I mean, come on.
Do you feel like the Rams line is short though? That was just one thing I was kind of looking at it that I felt like the Rams should maybe be favored by more.
So if you look at
it's not my best thing ever though.
But
if you look at the history of the Rams and Seahawks and how they've played against each other, it's typically a really tight game no matter how good one or the other is. They usually play pretty tight. So it is a short number in my opinion, but it's closer to what it should be based on what these two teams do against each other.
Okay. And what did they do in their first game again? I'm looking it up right now. Here it is.
It's kind of like those it's like you know what I attribute it to? It's like every time the Patriots play Miami. I don't care. Like for years, Tom Brady just dominant, legacy stuff, with that team. And Miami just sucked. Just there's no other way to put it. Just sucked. But every time they played, it was a dogfight. It was just headbutts. It's like Michigan State. It's Ohio State, Michigan. It's just two teams don't like each other. Nobody gives a shit about the records. They're just gonna beat the hell out of each other, and that's what it is. I attribute this kind of to the same thing: Rams, Steelers, West Coast version of Miami and the Patriots kind of thing. Tim Earl will be back in like 2 minutes once he gets on one of his burner accounts, by the way. So don't get too upset.
I can't believe you did that to him. I mean, we're 19 minutes into the show. We already blocked someone. I don't think I'm going to last very long in this show. I'm just going to let you guys talk about me now.
Just take a nap, man. Me and Rickett don't keep talking. We'll be fine.
The Dolphins jump off the page too.
I just might have to tap out. I smell pizza. All kinds of things are happening.
The Dolphins.
Also,
should never be favored by 9.5.
They shouldn't, but they're playing the Jets. I mean, that's worse than playing the Lions.
Ooh, shots fired.
Hold on a minute. I'm just going to say this.
The middle finger up right now, isn't he?
Nope. Pat. So you talk about my Lions all you want, but we blinging up in here, okay? We got one win, and we fabulous. We sparkly. Okay, we might not win every game, but we look good doing it. Okay?
Hey, when you guys
we
win
look
one
good
game a season, it's a party.
No, that's the NOTO.
Let me just tell you right now, this sweater. You know how Rick, you don't have social media, but you know how Facebook like kind of shows you like your memories from like 5 years ago or 3 years ago, and it pulls up all this stuff, right? And Facebook pulled up this thing from last year, and I had the sweater on, and I'm like, Mandy, where the hell is the sweater? Why didn't I wear it last Saturday for our holiday party, our Christmas party? And she's like, it's on the shelf of the closet. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, I just looked through there when I found my onesie for the party, and it is not up there. So she takes her hobbling. She just had MCL repaired on her knee Monday. She gets up, hobbles her ass into the bedroom with her crutches, pulls the sweater out, comes back like 5 minutes later after she hobbles back into the living room and goes, "You know about this sweater?" And I'm like, that's all I did. I just flipped her off. So give me a sweater. The batteries still work, and I put it on, and I was like, oh my God, I'm wearing this almost adulty. And that's when I texted Allie, and I was like, ugly sweaters only. Christmas stuff. She's like, I don't have an ugly sweater. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't wear ugly things. I try not to. I mean,
well,
if I do,
they labeled this as an ugly sweater, but people from Detroit know this is beauty.
That's not an ugly sweater.
Not at all.
That's a badass sweater.
I mean, and it's Bluetooth. I can play music from my phone off the sweater, so I can just walk around with DMX blaring Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's my DMX impression.
No, you gotta play like the Run DM, like ho ho ho, and you need like the Run DMC.
It was Christmas time in Hollis, Queens, Mom. Yeah.
Exactly.
No Run DMC. But yeah, so this is gonna give me a seizure unless I turn this.
We were talking about Santa hats with snapbacks.
Oh, you got one?
That's what it's all about right there. Snapback Santa hat. All day.
That's where it's at right there. Spend the extra money, folks. Spend the extra money. It's worth it.
Yeah, totally. So my kid, Lenny, I don't know if you heard the story, but I sent my kid to school on pajama day yesterday. And he did not have it was not pajama day yesterday, and I sent him to school in pajamas, but luckily I figured it out right before, and it reminded me of this time that I sent him to school on International Peace Day, where you wear your peace signs and your hippie gear, dressed as a chicken is what happened to him. I dressed him as the peace chicken, apparently now. Hi, Wilhelmina. So today was the pajama day, and he rocked this hat, and he was like so stoked about it. He's like, you don't have any hats that fit me. Your head's too small. I'm like, nah. I got to stand a
adjustable.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Speaking of children, let me tell you my quick B-Money story for today.
He's tight.
So B-Money and all my, for Rick, in case I'm sure you probably thought, B-Money's my 9-year-old boy. We call him B-Money. His name's Brendan. I just nicknamed him B-Money, and he loves it. So I'm like, bro, that'll stick with you forever. When girls ask you what your name is in high school, just be like, B-Money, baby. And then that's it. Just give him the head nod. B-Money, baby. It'll work. Trust me. So that's what he says. So he's like, okay. So it's Spirit Week. Like you said, it's Spirit Week. So he's got to go to school with a hat today, a Christmas hat. I'm like, I got you. Don't worry. I got all kinds of Christmas hats. Like, I mean, you name it. I got it. What do you want? A Santa hat? And then I have this one that just says like ho 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 across the front. His mom wouldn't let him wear that because apparently it's offensive to women. And whatever. I thought it was just awesome because he's talking to 3 girls at the same time instead of just one. It didn't say ho. It just said ho ho ho. In case he was talking to multiple. So whatever. So I give him this elf hat, right? And he's like, oh, I love it. Oh my God, it's so cool. Whatever. Drop him off at school. Like 8:45. Drop him off, right? At 9:30, we get a call from the principal's office. Brendan got in a fight and he's suspended from school for the day. And I'm like, what? Brendan hasn't gotten a fight ever. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not Brendan's the most passive. He's kind of emotional. Like, he's very, he's not aggressive at all, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then, so as the story continues, multiple calls back and forth, I go pick him up. I'm like, what happened? He goes, these 2 kids are making fun of me about my hat. And I'm like, well, they knew it was Spirit Week. Like, what about the hat, right? And he's like, they told me it looks stupid. I'm like, well, what'd you say? He goes, I didn't say nothing. I just did this. So he flips them off, right? He flipped them off. And I'm like, okay, Brendan, you probably shouldn't have done that, but I get it. And his mom's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, whatever, you know. And then he's like, hey, so here's the thing. So then he goes, I flipped him off, and they pushed me. So I'm like, what'd you do? I pushed him back.
Pushed him back.
I'm like, okay. I go, then what happened? He goes, the one kid swung at me. I go, what'd you do? He goes, I moved out of the way and I punched him in his mouth and tackled him on the ground. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so we preach to, like, everybody has their own parenting issues, and I'm not trying to preach parenting or anything like that, but I do preach in my house. You will never get in trouble for defending yourself.
Right.
You will always defend yourself. You will get in trouble if you don't defend yourself, but you always have to defend yourself.
Like in my house, it was
Plus it was 2 against 1.
Somebody's like picking on a handicapped kid, or picking, like, if you're defending somebody else, you know, that, yeah.
My older son got kicked out of high school one time for that because somebody was making fun of a special needs kid, but he just walked up to him and pushed him down. So I'm like, you can't do that, bro. You gotta let him. You be smart about it. Let them swing the first punch. Then you can knock him out. You know. So I got the hat that he wore. This is the hat that they were making fun of him about. That I gave him. This is it. And he's like, they were saying these were girl hairs or whatever, and I was like, I'm like, you tell them kids that you look good, and I go, next time just tell them stop hating because you ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us, Brendan. And then he was like, oh my God, it blew his mind. They hate us because they
also
hate us.
you tie those underneath your thing to keep your ears warm. So there's actually a function to that.
Plus, it was like 35 degrees when I took him to school this morning. So, I mean, that's too tough.
How cold is it in Washington, Rickett?
Right now we're going through a little cold snap. Today was like 38 and raining, but it's been, I mean, every morning when I get up, it's like 28 degrees, and then it warms up to like 40 during the day. But I've been driving.
I'm that kind of girl.
We went to school today when I dropped kids off at school. I dropped middle schoolers off at like 7:30. We leave the house. And then the elementary, Brendan goes to school at 8:45. And it was 35 degrees, like mid-30s. And it got up to a high of like 47, 48. So, but it's just, you know what kills us here in Vegas? It's not the cold, because it's always warm in the sun, but it's the wind. The wind, man.
It comes off those damn mountains and just swoops up.
It was an avalanche warning in Mount Charleston.
Every time I fly into Vegas, it's so choppy, and I hate it. I'm just like, I'm sitting out there just like, in there.
People don't realize, like, they call it, you know, like, we're the Las Vegas Valley. We're in a bowl. You know, anywhere you look at Las Vegas, there's mountains.
The wind hits from everywhere.
In the valley. So yeah, that wind comes whipping down. Right now there's snow on all the mountains. So that, we're not built for this.
No.
You know, like,
I moved
that's
away
why
from
we
that.
live here. So this, whatever this climate change, global warming thing is, if we could fix it, that'd be.
And I needed gas on the way to drop Brendan off to school, so I had to stop at the corner gas station to put some gas in. And I'm like, I'm at the gas pump, and of course I got like a hoodie on, beanie, and shorts, because I'm from Detroit and I stopped wearing pants when I moved to Vegas. And I'm like, so I'm there, and the guy next to me, or like the pump over from me, he's got like jeans on, like a hoodie, a Carhartt, a hat on, like this whole thing. And I'm like, and he's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm wearing shorts. And I'm like, and he's got like gloves on and like a scarf, and like, I'm like, bro, it's like 30 some degrees. Like, I'm like, it's not. Grow up in the Midwest when it's like 5. Okay. Yeah, when you get into single digits and then the wind chill takes you below 0, then you can look at me stupid for wearing shorts. But I still live in Las Vegas, so if I want to wear shorts 24/7, 365 days a year, I'm going to do it.
Oh, no, I wear like layers upon layers upon layers of clothes just to go get my mail. Like,
Mandy won't go outside this time of year. She can't go get the mail.
It physically hurts my body to be out there.
It feels good.
I think it feels great. Wakes you right up.
I went to college in North Dakota. It gets really cold there.
Oh my God, my cousin lives in North Dakota. No.
Even in the summer, it's like 30 degrees in North Dakota. So screw that.
Oh, wait a minute. They want to talk about sports. Hold on a minute.
Well,
Medic says that the Niners are going to win on Sunday. Tim Earl said KC turnover on downs. Wilhelmina, Iowa will be 23 in the morning. Oh, my God. I just can't. Can I be the
she's
first
cold
one to
thinking about it.
reasonably speculate that something is wrong with Mahomes' arm? I'm not saying that's unreasonable.
No,
He's been
I
off this
actually,
year.
yeah, I read a article on, I forget where, it was nowhere credible probably, but that he's having issues with his arm. And I've been, since that article, I kind of watched him in the first half, and I saw him throw some deep balls. And it wasn't that he had like noodle arm or anything like that. He made the throw. His accuracy is terrible now. He's overthrowing people by like 5-10 yards.
Here it is right here on replay.
His ball's
Like,
also
we were-
slowed down.
Medic said, what quarterback throws a ball like that on the goal line straight to the ground?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's right here on replay right now. Like his
Thank you,
arm
guys.
is like
On
this.
track.
And
Oh, that's right, Andy Reid.
you know why?
wouldn't they
Because
just kick the field goal for the lead? Oh, that's right, Andy Reid. Medic
Yeah.
says something's not right. That was unusually odd.
because they believe in their defense. That's why they didn't kick the field goal. And it's the third quarter. They have plenty of time to score. It's a low scoring game. Tim Morrow probably had it right with the under. I probably should have teased it under. He took the Chargers.
And they got
under.
$400 billion, so.
They're not going to tell me the pizza. Where's the pizza?
Look, she's yelling at the kid about the pizza. That's what. I love it. Earlier today or yesterday, I called her after, I forget what show, we were talking last night, and she was arguing with her son. She had a bowl of Captain Crunch. I'm going to out her right now while she's not here. She had a bowl of Captain Crunch and she ate it. You know how they have a little bit of milk at the bottom of the bowl left over? So she asked him to get some Frosted Flakes, and apparently brought him back with not enough Frosted Flakes. So they were arguing, and he goes, that is enough Frosted Flakes. And she's like, I mean a sprinkle of Frosted Flakes. And he's like, that is a sprinkle. And she goes, no, a heavy sprinkle. Like, it's like plus 120 sprinkle. And he's like, what the hell's that mean? And Escher's a good kid. I've met Escher play. He's a good kid. So either yell at each other. This pizza's not good no more. But yeah. I also, speaking of this, I'm going to bring this in real quick. Wait, no. I'm going to add that to shirt. I like the Giants here. Right?
Really? You know, that's actually.
It's one of those games, division games, could be close.
What?
I don't like the 10. I don't like the 10 and a hook.
Yeah, it depends on the weather.
Yes, in New York.
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys have been at home comfortable.
And Dak Prescott, speaking of, and Ezekiel Elliott is just terrible. Tony Pollard is, I'm surprised. If it wasn't for Ezekiel Elliott having his name, you know, I think Tony Pollard takes over that starting position. 36 degrees sounds warm.
They still got Mike McCarthy. He used to be a Packers head coach. I'm glad he's gone.
Yes. He's just terrible. Mike McCarthy, like, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
I do like the Packers this week.
Yeah, the Packers is a good look. Really good look.
I also like the Bengals. I'm a little suspect about the Bengals line. They should be bigger favorite. I don't care if it's in Denver or not.
Yeah. Yeah, if the Bengals were at home, you'd definitely want to take the Browns, but they're on the road, so they're probably going to be all right.
Yeah. The Bengals in Denver, I got no problem with. They beat a horrible Lions team last week, and this line should be, in my opinion, the Bengals should be favored by a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the Broncos are coming off of a really emotional win. You know, like that was a lot of like, I don't want to imply that they all cry, but you know, there's a lot of like emotion that was involved in all of that.
As well, there should be. Do you see the beginning of that game? They went on the field with 10 men instead of 11. Took a delay of game penalty, and the Lions declined the penalty. That's you know, it's a respect on both sides. You got to pay tribute to former players, and especially when they pass away suddenly.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Lions, I like the Cardinals minus 12.5. I don't know if the Lions score. They're terrible against mobile quarterbacks.
And especially the Cardinals coming off that loss in prime time.
Cardinals need to win. They want home field advantage in the playoffs. They want first round bye. They want that something.
Tariq said that the Bengals are bitter from last week's loss.
I agree.
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
I like
very well could be. I mean, Joe Burrow's got something to prove, and he can't do it at home, but he seems to be very, very good on the road.
Yeah. And again, the Broncos are coming off a really emotional game. Matt Drake wants to know, do we have any thoughts about the Jags coach being favored right after firing Urban Meyer?
I love the Texans in that game.
Thank you. All right.
Didn't the Texans just get somebody back?
I got a real talk. I need a real talk. And we got to go. We got to do this right now.
That's fair.
So after your Christmas party, I'm hanging out with Josh, right? And we're going through, and he's telling me that the Texans are the only team that's eliminated. But the Texans have this record as the Jags, and they're at this point, they hadn't played last week's game yet, and they still play the Jags. I just feel like with 4 games to go in the season, now 3, why were the Texans eliminated so early on? Like, and don't we still play the team that has the same record? I don't understand football this way. Like, what the frick? Also,
I'll give you a short answer: is they suck. That's why they're eliminated.
The Jags, obviously. Like,
no, they're eliminated as well. The Lions, the Jags, the Texans, the Jets.
The Lions are somehow majestically still in this.
No. They were last week before they got blew out by Denver. They were before that.
My actual question is that this happened on Saturday night after your Christmas party. So this conversation happened before Sunday.
Josh might have been intoxicated.
At that time, we were the only team that was eliminated. Oh, 100%. At that time, though, we were the only team that was eliminated. And so that, I didn't get that. Why are we the
I don't think that was true.
I don't know if that was 100% true. I think everybody got eliminated after Sunday's games.
Like, I went through it all, and that's what it was.
Did the Texans play? They didn't play Thursday night, did they?
No, we played
Sunday. They played the Seahawks.
Yeah, we lost to the Seahawks, who coincidentally was Josh's team. But my whole thing was that we still play Jacksonville. So
he's a Seahawks fan?
I don't understand it. Yeah, he's from there.
Now we can't be friends, Josh.
I'm
Josh,
sure
if you're watching right now, we can't be friends. Josh is a cool dude.
Where's he from?
Next.
Where's Josh's friend? Is he from here?
I know he went to Washington State and he played football there.
Oh, Cougars?
Poor guy.
I love the Cougars. Screw the Huskies. Are you a Husky or a Zag? I'm a Houston Cougar. So Mike Leach.
I went to Central Washington after North Dakota.
They make a Central Washington.
What is that? A community college?
It's a D2 national title in '97. I mean, come on.
If I didn't give Rick a crap, who would? That's my theory. I don't know. I'm a Spartan fan. I didn't go to college at all. The last time I went to college was, well, I can't say because my wife's probably watching. I was gonna say my wife's probably watching. So, ixnay the college talk.
You guys know John Kittner, right?
No, John Kittner? Yeah, that's God's quarterback.
He went to Central Washington.
I thought Tim Tebow was God's quarterback.
Tim Tebow was 2.0 God's quarterback.
That was for sure.
John Kittner, when he was with the Cowboys, he said he did that in an interview pregame. He was like, God wants us to win this game. God's on our side. And I'm like, God is not rooting for the Cowboys. God does not give a shit about the... See, she's always watching. Amanda's on. Are you going to do Amanda's on jokes today?
She has to. It's her segment. She has her own segment on the show.
Do we have to? She's telling. Yeah. So you want to hear something funny? Is she has?
Lions will score if money is T. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what the T is.
Oh wait, the Lions will score if Lenny wears that sweater on game day. There it is.
Dude, I'll turn the song. I'll put every fight. Allie, before the show started, she was like, "Oh my god, it's an awesome sweater." I'm like, "Yeah, it plays music." She goes, "Does it play?" She goes, "It's Bluetooth. Just play the Lions fight song." I'm like, "I don't know what the Lions fight song is." She's like, "How do you not know?" I'm like, "Cause we never win? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
They
And
play
she's
it
like,
once a year. Nobody remembers that.
right. And I'm like, and she's like talking to me backstage or whatever before we go live. And I'm like over here. I'm like, because they never win. And she's like, why are you so angry? I'm like, because they never win. And, and then I'm like, I don't know. It goes something like, forward down the field, Alliance victory we will yield. And then she Googles it and she's like, yeah, I don't like that version. I'm like, that's the only one we got.
Fight song, you would win. Did you think of that? Maybe if you had a better fight song, you would win.
If you would have traded,
I'll get right on that. I will contact Sheila Ford and we will conduct. I will write some music.
Right now. What's your name? What's your email?
Sheila Ford at I don't know losingNFLfranchise.com. That's what.
Oh, that's where I'll find my Texans also.
I agree with Tim's statement about the Jaguars. They're going to be
better. Because addition by subtraction is a real thing here. So, break it down. What do you guys think about this Jacksonville firing Urban Meyer? Who is the new? I like
Jacksonville.
Over my Texans?
Mm-hmm. I do. But I won't contest bet them, but I like them.
Yeah.
I know. She's done. She's quit. She quit. I do. I like the Jags here, but
I need a beer bomb for my Bloody Mary now at this point.
I read
you pushed me over the edge.
You want a Jacksonville bold prediction, as Tim and Nick Earl would say? Bold prediction, new head coach, Byron Leftwich.
Chargers turn it up right on the goal line.
Again? That'd be the second time this game.
Third.
Oh, he didn't get in. Fumble-aya. I'm so behind. I just saw live action of the fumble.
Jackson went from -3 to -5.5 after the firing. Yeah, we know. That's why we're talking about it right now.
Tomorrow,
who do you say for our Circa picks, though?
Nothing.
So as far as Circa goes, if we were to take Jacksonville,
there's way better options out there.
Yeah, there's so many options out there. Like the Texans and the Jaguars.
-3 to a 5.5 when the Circa lines got released on Wednesday, and they're 5.5 there.
Because Jackson, I don't know.
You feel me?
As somewhat of a team captain for our Circa pick people.
Or you are the team captain, 100%.
100%.
You've been nominated.
We are not picking the Texans or the Jaguars. We are not picking that game either way. Yeah. Either way, we're not picking that game.
I agree with this is Nick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick Earl. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that over on the rushing yards because Brad Penny from the Seahawks, who's not their running back, absolutely annihilated the Texans defense.
Anyone bet? Yeah.
Oh, don't think I'm not betting it. I'm 100%. I bet the Texans every week. That's how I consistently lose money. Okay, that's the one consistent part of my betting is that I bet the Texans.
I don't have that in here, but normally in Game Time Decision, Nick has a little soundbite. 1-800-GAMBLER. Stop. You may have a problem. That's the Texans Jaguars.
Every week, you bet the Lions every week. You know you're out. Yes, you do. You've told me you do before.
I don't bet them every week. I will degenerately bet them. I would never contest bet them. A couple weeks ago.
No, but I just mean like in your own personal life, you're not going to throw a couple bucks on the Tex or your Lions every week.
Like probably $20 here and there. Yeah, every week. I'm throwing $20 on that because we've talked about this
every week. Just so
we talk about this all the time. I've told you this many times. I will spend $20 on something stupider today. Today.
Yep. I got groceries delivered today.
Why?
Blew my freaking mind. Oh, it just leaked all over my computer. Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't want to go grocery shopping. Then I check the mail. There's a big thing in there that's like $15 off if you deliver. And I'm like, what? If that's not a sign from the universe.
It was real nice when my oldest son, he lived with me and Mandy in Vegas for a couple of years.
I'm gonna put it like this so you don't have to watch me
and he was in high school, and his high school job was at Albertsons here, local grocery store. And so when he was at work, if we ever needed anything like last minute, like, hey, will you grab an onion? I need 1 onion, or I need this or whatever, I need that. So he could bring it home. And then when he moved back to Arizona, we were like, shit, somebody's actually got to go to the store. Wilhelmina hates the Bengals.
They burned them a couple of times.
They have. 2 weeks in a row, we lost on the Bengals Circa picks like by less than a point or two.
Yeah, Wilhelmina's on our Circa team. We should probably tell anyone who doesn't know.
She should be team captain. She's the smart one.
I agree with that.
100%. I mean,
4-1 last week, though, right? 4-1.
We did go. Yep.
Hell yeah.
4-1. I think the only game we lost was the damn Bengal game.
Hey, Tariq, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Sabres for the cup! Let's go! Ooh! Suck it, Nick.
Stop
also,
it. Nobody cares. 255. Did they win today?
They're in overtime.
I don't know. I was on the Red Wings plus a goal and a half. They screwed me on a empty netter, and then I was on
3-2
the Kings.
shootout.
The Kings.
Sacramento Kings?
No.
Oh no, Hockey Kings.
LA Kings. That was me and Nick Earl. We were on that since game time yesterday. The Kings, Buffalo or Florida should not be favored for a while. They're another one. The COVID is running through the NHL. Look, you guys are getting all these people on Sabres for the Cup. You're just wasting their money.
$1. What do you got?
He's got his pizza.
Oh,
pizza for the baby.
Pizza for the baby. He's in charge of the baby tonight. He's almost adulting for real.
You might actually be adulting.
When his wife was like, make sure the baby eats, he's like, sure. Baby, do you like pizza too?
Remember that from Ghostbusters? When Janine and Rick Moranis babysit the baby, and they go out to eat. And she's like, how was the baby? Oh, he was fine. We fed him some French bread pizza. He went right.
He loved it.
Yeah,
loved
went
it.
right to sleep.
All right, so do you want to do Amanda's on jokes? So she stopped texting me and asking me if we're ready. Amanda's on. If you're ready to, I know you're watching. If you're ready, Chargers touchdown, turnover. They're not calling it yet.
The interception.
Maybe
First goal.
I don't know. Patrick Mahomes does not look like and I'm okay with that because I'm so sick of hearing how great he is, and I think it's a mental thing.
I don't think
his brother and his fiance are all goofy
we
and stuff
talked
like
about
that.
this. I said that too. I think he's
it's a
tired
distraction.
He's tired of being the breadwinner. Like y'all are just speaking it with me to further your own career.
Tip ball, interception. He's down at like the 2 though. He tried to roll into the end zone. He's probably down. Amanda's on. If you bring me a drink, I'll let you do your joke segment.
Just throw it at him.
Oh shit! Here she comes.
Yeah. You're gonna feel like you won a NASCAR race soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing.
She's been practicing. Let me just tell you guys, she's gonna get so mad. She's been practicing her jokes for like a week on her dad. Her dad is watching right now. Shout out to Brian. He's in the other room having dinner with us. But she's so into her joke segment on our show that she's been telling her family and like she's like, you gotta watch me. I'm on YouTube. I'm a star and I get my whole segment and on Lenny's show and this. I'm like, babe, calm down. Hi. I'm gonna give you an earbud so you can hear people.
I want Amanda's dad to come on.
Come sit on Papa's lap.
Don't be weird.
All right, I won't be weird. Mm-hmm. Don't be weird.
Eckler made the touchdown. He wasn't even supposed to play.
Medic called that on your show today.
I know.
Yes, Morningwood.
We went through it all day. All right. Hi, Amanda.
Hi. Welcome to
this
evening.
This is Rickett. Okay, go ahead.
We'll put you back this way. It's okay.
So, I have first wanted to tell all of you, because I know you're really excited. Today, my parents got me the coolest thing ever. It's a book of dad jokes.
Welcome to my life, people. Welcome to my life.
I'm so excited. And for the last 20 minutes, we've been going through this entire book. But I'm really excited. All right.
I'm so excited about this, too.
I know. I knew you would be.
It was so awesome.
Where's Julie Carly when we need her right now?
Where is Julie?
I text the parladies. I don't know.
Julie,
okay, go ahead,
you're
Monday.
disappointing
Your
me.
time. Your time.
Your
All
time,
right.
babe. Your time.
What do you call it when Dwayne Johnson buys a cutting tool?
Rock.
Ooh, it's something
Something rock.
rock by scissors. Rock
Rock.
plays
Steady.
paper.
Ah.
Rock
Ricky, you got
steady.
anything? Hard
Where's
rock?
Cam Ross is very good at these.
Yeah, Cam is super good at these. Okay, what do you got?
Rock pays for scissors.
Son of a bitch! I'm so close.
You were so close, Lenny. You were so
was.
close. You were. All right, all right.
Channeling my inner Cam.
All right.
All right. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie?
Oh, this is terrible. I know
It's
this
the
one.
best.
It's so bad.
It is not. It's
I
fantastic.
apologize ahead of time.
Do not apologize.
Ricky, you need to be taking notes because these are dad jokes. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's important.
Did you see the baby?
I'm gonna buy the book.
I did. You,
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
great.
Yeah, but
It's a-
if you guys act now for $19.95 on Amazon's OnlyFans, you can get a signed copy. By the way, Mandy does not have an OnlyFans, but
I do not.
no, because she won't let me create one for her.
No.
But whatever.
Not yet. Yeah. I don't know.
Why does a fish?
Sophisticated.
I love that.
So the best part, me and her dad have realized the best part about these jokes is they're terrible. By the way, okay. The best part about the best part about the jokes is Mandy's delivery and how funny she thinks she is.
I'm hilarious.
She's not.
She is.
No, she's not. Not even a little bit. All right,
That
get
sure
one
is
more.
your mama jokes right now. And you told me
Oh, I
a
did
your
see
mama joke I never heard. He said, your mama's so poor, ducks throw bread at her. It cracked me up.
I try to give B Money mama jokes, and he gets mad. That's my mom. I'm like, yo, mama's so fat, and he's like, what'd you say? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, dude. I'm like, she left the house and was still in another zip code, and he was like, oh my god, what?
Came and told on him and everything. It was.
He
fun
came
time.
and told on me. It was so funny.
Okay,
All right,
next
are
one.
you ready?
Uh-huh.
This is my favorite. Why couldn't the green pepper practice archery?
This is so bad.
Rick came back.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta hear this one.
Archer.
No, you don't. You ain't
Yes.
missing nothing.
Why didn't the green pepper practice archery?
Something about a bell.
When you hear
Something
it,
about
here's
a
what's.
habanero? A habanero?
It didn't have a habanero.
Ah!
Boom!
I got there!
You got one. Good job,
Another
man.
Ghostbusters quote. We got one!
Yeah, yeah. So when she told me that, me and her dad realized that
Love that.
we realized that they're so funny because you know you're close. Like you
Yeah,
know,
like you're
you just
right
have to
there.
sound it out because they're so bad.
They're not. They're
They're
fantastic.
not so bad. That's what makes them so good.
I do. My favorite one from the book is how do you fix a broken tuba?
This is not good
It's,
either.
it's
Oh, wait, you. I know this one.
Look, this is how this
It's
might
not a-
make it even funnier because watching Allie try and figure it out.
Broken
Look,
tuba.
Mandy's already cracking up. She knows the punchline. Look at her. This is your
All
best.
I,
Kid. Calm down.
all I have is something about like tuna fish in my head, and I know that's the wrong joke.
All right, Rick, how do you fix a broken tuba?
He looks so stressed out about it as well.
How do you fix a broken tuba?
Yeah. Drink more. That's how I fix it.
Yeah.
Lenny, do not steal
Do
my
not steal
thunder.
my thunder.
Amanda's a par
Medic
lady
said.
now.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
steal your I'm sorry, Medic. I'm sorry.
Amanda's a par lady now, so now she's got backup. She's got 12 girls backing her up, so watch it.
That's
Okay,
what I
how do
call.
you
I
fix
just
girls
I
with
call
tuba?
12 girls in the lady parlay my harem. So
Oh my god.
All right. How do you fix a broken tuba? A tuba glue.
Tuba glue.
see,
Yeah.
I know. See,
It's my favorite.
it's the delivery that's funny, not the joke. It's totally the
that was
delivery.
my favorite.
It's my
I got one for you.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right.
How do you spot Ronald McDonald on a nude beach?
I don't know.
He's the only one with the sesame seed buns.
Son of a... That's way better than tuba joke, babe.
It was not.
So mad.
That was an offensive tuba joke. I'm going to be honest. The tuba joke.
That's fair.
What was the
wasn't my
what was
favorite.
the joke that Escher told you though about? No. I'm sorry, it wasn't Escher. I saw this on TikTok and I gotta think this through. You tell another joke. I gotta think this through.
Oh no, I don't know.
I'm sure the other one was your mom is so
No.
poor that robbers, what is it? The burglars go to her house for practice. And your mom is so ugly that Hello Kitty said goodbye. That was another one.
Damn, that's harsh. No, it was a dirty one I saw on TikTok. It was something
Cheeks are
about.
like
Do you know
second
why,
in
guys?
glory.
Do you know? Oh, I know what it was. It was this girl,
What-
and
what
she
you
was
did?
like, "My Catholic mother is so she hates me when I tell jokes." And the joke was, "Why do girls talk so much? Why do girls talk more than men?
I don't know.
Because guys have 2 heads and girls have 4 legs." Ow! Sorry.
Our children are watching.
Why are they watching? Our children should not be watching this show. It's
They're
almost
watching their
adulting.
moms.
They're not all actual adulting.
I don't feel like I got it. 4 heads?
And 4.
No,
2
2
heads,
heads.
4 lips.
Do you really want me to draw you a diagram here?
No, no
I thought you
diagrams.
said 4 heads. Could you? Yeah. Yes, I do. Could you?
So
Oh,
No,
it was like
do
this. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
I'd like to see the artwork on this one.
Yeah, I know.
Would it
Okay.
be like my drawing
you
of
going?
Morningwood in the paint? Because if that's not the perfect logo for Morningwood, I'm not sure what is. I mean, basketball already drew it out for me there.
So I've
Yes, I
I
know
think-
your favorite joke. It had to do with a frog.
thank you,
Remember?
Mandy.
What was? Yes, thank you, man. Amanda's on, everybody.
Yeah,
Amanda's
everybody.
on. Woo!
Don't.
KC got the 2-point conversion. It's tied up.
Oh yeah, I'm watching the 2-point conversion live. So thanks for
too.
ruining that for me.
There we go. Yeah, right.
My TV. I don't know why my cable's so
He's usually
behind.
The one that's ahead of us, though. He's.
I usually am. I don't know what. I don't know, but they is tied 21-21, which is good. It's 42. I have the over
Excuse me.
40. I gotta find out what that bet is. So
My
I know what
buzzer
the
beater
rate-
lost, but my last Woody standing is still alive.
Let's see what a live bet is with 7 minutes and 44 seconds left and this game tied.
I think my buzzer beater got beat straight up.
I don't even
Yours
know.
wasn't?
Oh no, mine was good.
Good.
Chicago State, baby.
Where are
Boom
you, Rick?
shakalaka.
I went with Charleston. College of Charleston.
Yeah, COC minus.
See, that's what you get for picking those community colleges and stuff.
That's what I get for picking an away team.
Oh,
There were a lot of
Chiefs,
y'all on that today, though. That was
Chiefs
like
on a pick 'em minus 115. Chargers on a pick 'em minus 115. I don't like that. See, when I live bet, I want plus money.
yeah, that's the whole reason you do it. 100%.
Hmm?
100%.
Don't
So
come say hi to Miss
goddamn,
Allie. Put your hand.
last Woody pot is B-Money.
Come say hi to Miss Allie.
Hi, B-Money.
Here,
I like
you
your
put
hat.
this in your ear
You look super
so you
cool.
can hear her. Can you hear her now?
Hey, dude. Hi, you look super cool in your hat, bro.
Show him those fists of fury.
No.
No. Say hi to
What is
Mr.
a gray
Ricky.
hat?
Hello.
He's-
Hi, nice to meet you.
He's up in Washington. It's super cold there.
I bet.
You bet.
And also, don't stop telling stories.
Stories. What are you talking about?
What you told nearly at the beginning about what happened at school today.
Well, stop beating people up. Give me my earbud back. Take that hat out of here.
That's what I tell Escher, too. That's what I tell Escher. If
She
you
said that's
are
what
in-
she tells Escher too. She said, "Control your fist, bro."
I will.
No, I
He
tell
said,
him
"I
that
will." He said, "I will." I told. He's like,
Your sweater's interfering with your cable. Clearly, that's
Oh,
why you're so
shit.
far behind.
That's-
Yeah. Also, planes might be crashing to the ground in Las Vegas because of that sweater. Just so we're clear on that.
"Okay,
too.
Tariq, you can get on the hater train with Tim Earl all you want, bro, but you can't stop this madhouse."
Tuba. I thought it was something about
You
a
done?
frog. Medic. I know Julie's is the peanut butter. Was it 2? I don't remember. No, I tell Escher, if you're embarrassed about your behavior and don't want me telling people about it, then maybe you shouldn't behave that way. Maybe that would be a good, good way to roll. 21-21 with 7 to go.
I'm getting crap about my post. I guess I should take it down. What if that dude's seriously hurt?
What post?
I posted this thing about that dude that got injured.
Urban, what'd you do?
Right.
I know.
What now, Alejandro? What now?
No, it wasn't him. I posted the video of that guy in the first quarter getting knocked out for the Chargers. He was hurt. I mean, look, I'll delete it. Whatever. Hate's the new love.
It's so not.
Hate is totally the new love. I'll delete it.
Totally not.
Y'all don't
Especially
like
not
it?
in the Christmas season, Mr. Grinch.
I got like 3 private messages in Facebook because I posted that to Facebook saying that me posting that video. I showed it to Rickett at the beginning of the show, or not the beginning of the show, behind the scenes. I showed it. I'm like, freaking Fox showed it.
What's wrong?
I'm like, why can't I show it? I mean, it's no different than like
You want help?
some dude getting like his ankle broken. Like we watched the guy from Washington. The quarterback. He got his whole shin broke, the whole leg broken. And
Well,
they
did you
showed
post
that.
that on Facebook?
No, I didn't have Facebook then.
No, okay. Remember when Gordon Hayward broke his whole leg like disgusting? Was she not like pizza? Give her ranch. Babies love ranch. And whiskey. Mm-hmm.
That's true. Babies do love whiskey. It's good on the gums.
Trust me. Ho, Stimmy! Hi, Stimmy!
Oh, Stimmy! What's happening, bro?
Stimmy's been working really hard lately. Yes, we taste like chicken. There it was, medic. I knew it.
Man, I'm telling you guys what. I'm telling you, Brett. If you guys aren't following,
we could put on Coco Melon and decide.
if you guys, I'm telling you, this is all right. Serious talk right now. We talk about handicapping the handicappers. If you guys aren't handicapping, not only just the handicap at 10 picks. Yeah, if you guys just aren't blindly following me and Eddie E. Lance in his dogfight contest, there's just 2 of us left for the last 4 days now, today included. We both went 4-0 on plus money dogs, plus money line guys. I took Chicago State plus 140. He took the Canadians plus I think 120, 130, something like that. They're not like plus 300s or anything crazy or anything like that, but they're plus some serious money. 4 days in a row, you'd have made money. Eddie E. Lance is on fire. And
get it.
I'm just saying, like, it is a struggle every day for me to try and keep up with that dude on a dog pick. Like, we talk about the injury reports, all that, and then you add in COVID on top of that. It is hard to find a money line dog in today's world, and then just have one, and then you do that. And me and Eddie Lance have done it I started the dog fight last Thursday.
Holy shiz.
So today's Thursday. So 7 days in a row, plus money dogs. You're welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where you don't thank me later, thank me now. And you should be shouting out Eddie Lance.
The rule of thumb is if you like it on the money line, take it with the points. So
I
really
did.
2 bets a day. Yeah. That way we could have been cashing twice. These Chargers are driving like they want to score a touchdown or something.
And they will.
Yeah.
They will. And then the Chiefs will come back.
F them.
Oh, damn, that's strong. But Eddie E. Lance is like it's hard because he'll pick early, and then Rickett will know this from handicapping. Like if you pick too early, like you don't want to take. I don't want to take what Rickett has, and even though I might be on the same thing as him, like hockey or something, like if we're both on the Kings tonight or whatever, I'm like, okay, at least in handicap 10, I can copy at least one of his picks. Like we can both be on the same thing but one. But if you're in 1-2, like right now in December, Chanel L does not want to be on the same thing as Robert Franklin.
Right.
You're never
Well,
going to
if
make
you
up
guys are
ground.
final two in a dogfight, you're technically not allowed to pick the same thing anyway.
Exactly. So he came out real strong early with the Canadians on the dog today. And I almost took the Kings, the LA Kings, hockey on a dog, and they won. But I took Chicago State because that was my buzzer beater, plus the 3 or 3.5 or whatever it was. But then I'm like, I just kept looking at that. I kept looking at it, and I kept looking at the numbers, and I'm like, I just like them. I just think it's gonna be close, and it's gonna come down to the end. And I think it might have been Rickett or somebody said that their Chicago State is a big 3-point shooter. And was it you that said that?
That's the only thing I was looking at when I was looking at the game. I was
Right.
like, there's only one thing that sticks out is IUPUI.
Yes.
They're good on the perimeter, but Chicago State, they score 40% of their points from the 3-point land. It's
Right.
hard to keep up with a team like that. If they're on, they're on, and it's
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like them, and I'm like, you know what?
touchdown.
It's been like 7 days a week, like 7. I'm like, you know what? I'm going with Chicago State. Screw it. So like now I'm looking at tomorrow's line, and I'm like, shit, he won again. And I'm like, what touchdown? Whoever.
I already said that. Chargers. Matt Drake has the Chiefs plus 220 right now.
Good. Hey, there goes the over though. So that's
It'll
27.
be the first time Mahomes loses on the road if the Chiefs don't win against a divisional
Really?
opponent.
28,
He's 9-0 against
21.
divisional opponents on the road.
28, 21.
Season. That can't be
No,
ever.
not just this season, in his career.
Well, he lost in the Super Bowl against Brady. That wasn't in Kansas City, was it?
No, against divisional opponents.
Divisional. Yeah.
I
My
only
buddy
know-
Ed, Allie, you know Ed. Ed, a big
Yeah, I
tall
love
bald.
it. Yeah.
Ed's good.
I wanted to
Ed,
take a picture
Ed's
with
one of my
Ed and call him Alejandro.
yeah. Ed's like one of my buddy Ed. He's like he's out here. He's a big Chiefs fan though, big KC fan in general. Baseball season, he's a big Royals fan. We talk a lot of crap, Tigers, Royals, blah blah blah. But he's a Chiefs fan. So tonight I was like, I texted him. I'm like, hey, go Chiefs, and he's like, who'd you pick? And I'm like, well, my teaser. I took a teaser. I took the Chiefs plus 3. And over 48. And he's like, great. Now the Chargers are going to win because you bet the Chiefs. I'm like, bro, what the hell? And he's like, I just know how you just screwed us, man. Thanks. And I'm like, he got all mad. And I'm like, bro, first of all, shut up. So whatever. I know he's not watching. So if you are, that's why you're going to lose because you're not watching.
Yeah,
you didn't stop in and hit the like button, bro.
You didn't hit the like button, so you
Like
don't
an
have
adult.
any luck today. Okay, so 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Here we go. Punt the ball.
Yep, 3 timeouts, plenty of time.
All right.
This game's going into overtime. Oh shit! What would the
He
overtime
looked like
be?
he was posturing to me, and that's not good at all. I hope he's going to be okay. Oh, you're talking about the guy who got carted off in the first quarter. Medic's a medic. I don't know if you. It's like how Arizona State's
What?
in Arizona. Medic's a medic. Same stuff. Yep. Okay, so what is posturing? I thought like it was like that's what that is.
He just kind of froze.
Yeah, it was shaking. That
So-
was free of a seizure. That was very scary.
So the thing is, when they carted him off the field, it
That
looked
was
worse.
just it.
It looked worse when they carted him off the field because he was already on the stretcher and he was kind of like, you know how some guys like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound morbid, but when they get carted off the field, they give thumbs up or something
Thumbs
like
up,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was like shaky a little bit, and
Scares
but
me.
I guess it's in bad taste to me to post that. Whatever.
It was just scary.
I'm an a-hole. You guys haven't
Well,
known
what
that
was
by
your
now?
post with it? Was it like, hope this guy's
Oh, I
okay?
recorded it. No, I recorded it. It was my commentary.
Yeah.
No, my commentary was like, that dude's dead. I'm like, he's out. He's knocked out. It's night time. He went sleepy sleep time.
Maybe
It's
that
bedtime.
wasn't the best thing to
Well, because
post.
normally it's just concussion. Goes into the tent and he's done. And then the next thing I know, they're carting him off. I felt bad. I did say in the video that I did say in the video that I hoped he was fine. Like
I
obviously,
thought he
hope
was
he's
in the
healthy.
human-sized duffel bag. I totally
They put him in a body bag.
did. Didn't you see that huge duffel bag next to the stretcher? I was like, "You in that duffel bag? Is that how they're doing it now?" But then they raised up the stretcher. I'm like, "Okay, I've got this."
Nick
The new
Earl,
rugby shit.
Nick Earl, tell me where to find if this game goes into overtime, yes or no, prop bet right now. Nick Earl is the key to this. I need to know. I need to bet the prop that this game
It's
goes
usually
into.
just right there.
You can take the Chiefs plus 326 right now. I don't know if they're going to win.
How old is she, Rickett?
18 months.
Oh, that's a fun age.
Bro, wait till they get like
She was actually
21.
exactly 18 months old on my 43rd birthday.
Really? Oh.
You're 43, Rickett?
A year and a half.
You don't look a day over 53.
Right?
I'm just...
Yeah. I've aged well.
I say this all the time. I tell people, I'm like, okay, so this is when my daughter was born. Right here. This is when my son was born. And I go, and then it all filled in when I met Mandy. I'm like, it just kind of all blended together. It's like, that's cute. You still got a little dark in the gray right there.
Yeah.
That's cute. Yeah. When she hits like 5, that'll turn a little bit more gray. When she hits puberty, that'll turn a lot more gray. When she gets her license, it's over. Like, it's just done. I'll never forget my daughter, who just turned 21 a couple days ago. She had a learner's permit, and she had to record so much time driving. And she was in Vegas, and I'm like, I take her around the neighborhood to drive, and we got back like 15 minutes later, and I told Mandy, I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, I can't drive with her. Like, I'm just not doing it or whatever. And Mandy took her out and drove, and then there was like this parking thing, like a parking block at a parking like lot or whatever, and she almost drove over that because she didn't hit the brake, she hit the gas. It's a mess.
Listen,
I'm betting a little bit on the Chiefs to win this game.
Okay.
I'm betting the Chiefs to come back and win this game at plus 320.
I don't hate it.
Plus
to tell you the
400.
truth.
Plus 400.
Except for that there's something wrong with Mahomes' throwing arm, like Medic said earlier.
No.
Look at babe.
Well, Medic, you don't have to be such a Debbie Downer.
Come up here too. I'll come up here too. Ooh, the booty cat.
So I
He doesn't
accidentally...
know it.
I'm going to give you guys my teaser for tomorrow because I accidentally bet it today. I'm on Toledo.
Should we wait on this or take it now?
No, it's too late. I already bet it. I bet it earlier today thinking it was today. My college football teaser is Toledo, Northern Illinois, and Northern Illinois over. I like Toledo -3. I like Northern Illinois plus 18 and over 55. I'm going to get off of this before I bet anymore.
That does not look good. That looks like, oh, she's so sweet. Let's see her. Oh, let me see
that's
these
not.
mummies.
Oh, the baby.
Hi, Delaney.
You say hi.
Oh.
You say hi.
Can you say go Lions? She's like, no, bro, I would never do that.
Nobody says that.
She's
Literally,
like, I'm
no.
supposed to say go Hawks, but my dad always says go Packers.
Oh,
Sweetheart, your dad's not always right
they
on
make
sports
little
bets,
mini
okay?
cheese heads? Do they make little mini cheese heads for babies?
Right? Yeah.
That
No.
would be the cutest thing
Well,
there ever
so-
was.
I got a
That's
story
called
about
child abuse.
I got a story about a
nobody would
cheese
make
head.
Well, I want to hear it.
So there's the Seahawks and Packers played in the playoffs a couple years ago, and we're all sitting here watching the game. And at halftime, my wife's like, all of our Seahawks fans and friends are over. There's me and one other girl that's a Packers fan. And at halftime, they were getting beat so bad. I was just like, oh, yep, here we go. And my wife's like, we need to do something. We need to do something. So she goes out and she grabs one of my old cheese heads from the garage. They go out in the backyard and burn it and post it to Facebook. Then burning the cheese head in the backyard. And then she
bullshit.
comes in and I just looked right at her and I was like, really? And she's like, oh, this is getting so many likes right now. Everybody's like, yeah. And then the Seahawks came back and won. And I was just like, with the onside kick and all that other garbage that went on, and I was just like, what? And I was just like, you can't. I was like, that's like sacrificial. You can't burn a cheese head. You just can't do it.
Yeah, right?
You should prove that. Oh, yes, you can. Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
So
Yeah.
That's
That
funny
You wanna watch
because
the video? I got it.
That's what they call fondue. Okay, that's called fondue. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
No,
Mandy's
For just
Go.
a few seconds, I got the guru for a few Christmases ago. I got him a Oklahoma sweater. You know how much I hate Oklahoma, so does he. So he opens it and he's like, "Duh," and I'm like,
What
"It's to
the-
light on fire." And he was like, "You're the best." Like I literally bought him a sweater to light on fire, and it was an awesome fire. So hey,
oh the Chiefs. Oh the Chiefs. He's down inside the 15. What was I saying? Oh, Mandy's best friend growing up, like forever, like since diapers, they were best friends there forever. Her name is Chelsea. Awesome person. She was not at our Christmas party because she had just given birth. Like,
was she Wilson? Yeah, she was.
yes,
Wilson
you
for
met her at the
Halloween
Halloween party. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
she
she had
was-
just given birth,
Wilson
like,
from Castaway was her belly. It was so
yeah.
cute.
So she had just given birth like 11 days prior, so she wasn't coming to
that's
Christmas party, whatever. But baby George, that's her son's name,
Touchdown,
baby
Chiefs.
George. Touchdown, really?
Yeah.
Don't tease me. I'm behind.
No, it's Travis Kelce.
I got him plus
Yeah.
400.
Well, you're tied if they make an extra, but you haven't won anything yet. Just settle down, sweetheart.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Hold
But
on.
my teaser looks good. My teaser looks good because I have Chiefs
Oh.
plus 3 and the
It
over's
is
already
much
hit. But Chelsea is a big Packer fan. Her family's Packer fan, whole 9 yards. So I go to this baby shower, which, by the way, you should never take Detroit Lenny to a baby shower, especially when there's booze involved. And her husband,
I remember this day, actually. I remember.
yeah,
this
Chelsea,
day.
yeah,
You all
Chelsea's
know
husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hammered and I could do a show later. Chelsea's husband Nick is from the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. We're both kind of Lions fans, and we're talking. And her whole family is Cheeseheads, and they're all Packer fans. And I'm, as the day goes on, this thing starts at like noon. Detroit Lenny's hammering Crown like it's water, and I'm getting a little bit more tipsy. And the more her dad talks about the Packers, the more I talk about the Lions.
Right.
And then it became a cornhole match. And then it was for the Super Bowl. And then it was who sucked more. And then that's where the Karen Rodgers came about. And I started calling him Karen. And then her dad got mad. We almost fist fought. But
You've got to have balls of solid rock to have the conversation and argue that the Lions are better than the Packers.
I'll do it right now. Bring it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
I'm just
Rick,
saying.
the floor is yours.
As soon as Karen leaves, the Packers are
remember-
nothing.
I remember the day vividly when the Lions beat Green Bay in Green Bay
It was
for the
glorious.
first time in 27 years.
It was glorious. It's the only word to
27
describe
years
it.
ago?
Glorious.
Yeah. I literally was on the couch and just about started crying. And my wife at the time, she was like, "Well, I don't see what the big deal is." And I was like, "We just don't lose to them."
You don't do that.
Yeah.
By the way,
The big deal is. Yeah.
in that division, I thoroughly, wholeheartedly believe that the Bears are the worst team in that division. Worse than the Lions. And that will come to light more in maybe 2-3 years. I don't think Justin Fields is going to make it as an NFL quarterback. I think the Bears quarterback rotation is going to dwindle, the same thing as it always has.
Can
I think
anybody name?
I hope the Lions, with not the number 1 pick, because they're going to take Kayvon Thibodeau from, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but from Oregon. They might take the dude from Michigan, Hutchinson. Either way, I think we're good with the defensive end. Later in the first round, we take quarterback or wide receiver. Either way, I'm okay with not drafting a wide receiver this year and doing it next year. But that being said, I don't think and I'm not crapping on the Bears just because I hate the Bears. I just don't think they're very good. Dalvin Cook makes Minnesota better.
I'll crap on the Bears because I don't like the Bears.
Right? Who doesn't?
I'm just saying.
Who does like
No,
it? Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a huge Ohio State fan, and I can't name one quarterback.
on.
I can't name one quarterback that's come out of Ohio State and done anything. They're not NFL quarterbacks. They're just
That's
quarterbacks
true.
in college. And then they go to the pros and they turn into wide receivers or running backs or water boys.
That was like Duke college basketball players forever. they've kind of turned it around now, but forever, like you come out of Duke and we
Dude.
never hear about you again.
Rickett is super cool, and I'm super glad he came on the show, and I thank him wholeheartedly for being a guest and all that, but I swear to God on everything holy, he can never come back because for the simple reason because he's an Ohio State fan. Like, we have one thing in common, Michigan and Michigan State fans. That the only team I hate more than Michigan is Ohio State.
Well,
I just can't stand them. Like, they're the heated rivalry between the like three teams, Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State. It's deep. It is that runs deeper than any of our bloodlines.
Like I'm a huge Michigan State fan, and he has a big old huge.
Yes.
He's got a big old huge Spartans tattoo right here on his forearm.
Sparty on.
Yeah, and that whole week when they play each other, he doesn't talk to me. He's like,
That's it. Can't do it.
Yep.
And yeah, in Morningwood, Tate the Great. Tate the Great's a huge Michigan fan, so we're cool up until Michigan plays Michigan State. And then we're like, bro, I can't stand you. I can't stand you either. And then when we both play Ohio State, we're like, okay, high five. We can be friends because we both hate Ohio State so much. Dude.
Ohio State's Duke's one loss of the season, so I'm not a fan either.
Yeah. Well, the first college football game I ever went to, I was living in Ohio at the time with my son and my first wife, and I went to Ohio State, Michigan. Was just the first game I ever went to, and College Game Day was there, and I was just like, this is crazy. This is awesome.
This guy. Nobody invited him. Nobody invited
I
the
can't
guy.
Hold on.
It's going to take him 5 minutes
always
to
do
connect
this
his
every
headphones.
single time.
This is not a game time decision. He can't hear us right now.
I'm in.
Oh,
No,
he can't hear us. It's going to take him
Hey, you got
12
a
minutes.
Buffalo
To
shirt on.
With my new speaker and my headphones, it doesn't work. But I just want to come on and say, freaking Buffalo Sabres for the cup, baby. Let's do this.
No. I can't do it. I can't.
You can't just kick me out. I can put myself right back in, Lenny. You forget.
Damn it! I forgot about that.
I hate that. I hate that.
I knew when this new system started, Rickett. We switched to the whole StreamYard thing, and we did all that. And then
So
when
whoever brought the show in was in control of everything, but now we're all in control of everything.
So
I could time out them, and I cannot.
now she can't time out.
So now I could put her.
Oh, she can time out Allie. So I told the twins when we first discovered this, and they were like, "Oh, you can't time out me. You can't because I can just bring myself back in." When we did all that, I'm like, "Oh, Ali Burns is gonna hate this," and she does.
Ever wonder why she doesn't do shows with us anymore?
I put timeouts on the map. Okay, I put the penalty box on the map. Okay, that was my jam.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny is my middle schooler's school that he goes to, they call it, they still have like laptops, they have to do stuff on their laptops or whatever. But if any of the kids do anything inappropriate or they're on games playing when they should be in class doing stuff, they get put in the penalty box is what the school calls it. And I was like,
Well, it's
"Ooh, I
Detroit.
like
That makes sense.
I'm like that. I like that. Kansas City's going to win this game.
I feel like with all those hooligan children, they're like, they don't know what the frick's a timeout, but we know what a penalty box is. We all watch hockey. That makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
I know what
Yeah,
that is.
100%.
I'll be
Oh,
back.
baby.
I'm gonna go do dad things. Somebody.
Okay.
Sure.
Bye, Ricky.
Have
Thank
fun.
you so much for joining us. We should all be wrapping up. Bye, Delaney. We love you.
Yeah, we got 11 seconds left in the game.
Oh, she's so cute.
Did the Chargers kick field goal yet?
No,
It's most likely going to go into overtime.
Yeah,
I
this
think
looks
so.
like overtime.
Unless the Chiefs can get in the field goal range with this pass and call a quick timeout. I don't see that happening either.
Yeah, 11 seconds, that's asking a lot. But hey, it's Patrick Mahomes, so.
Anything can happen.
How about that?
What's your
over?
wife doing right now, Rickett?
She actually, there's some turmoil at the school, and she's a teacher, so she went to the school board meeting today to support some teachers and herself. So,
Good for her.
yeah.
Good for her. Get it, girl.
Well, tell her we said hi.
Tell Kelly we appreciate her so much for putting in your Facebook pics and
Tell her if she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, now that we got more people in the competition, I'm more motivated. But today the hockey let me down big time. You know,
Yeah,
this whole
saying
Buffalo
that
for the
too.
cup crap.
Yeah, who does that?
That's good.
Yeah.
Plus 255 cashed it today. I was so excited.
Right? Yeah. I was on Minnesota
Terry's
Buckeye,
pissed
not
off at
good.
me, but
I'll tell you what.
The Wild. That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Buffalo for the cup in my money line dog bet next week.
Have Alejandro take it, and then it'll cash.
That's true. That dude can't lose.
Right?
He's 8 inches of money.
Like a funeral. Like I need a flower. Like a funeral for Alejandro. Like,
why? He didn't die.
you're like, well, he's been exposed, so he's dead. Now he's Lenny.
Just because he's out of the closet, he's like R. Kelly. Just because he's out of the closet doesn't mean he's dead. That's a bad joke.
My real life. People.
That's a bad joke on my part.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the whiskey came about. All right, we're in overtime.
It's not a dad joke.
No, that was not a dad joke at all.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's up. Pinky's up, bitches.
Tim Earl, show us your ID before you drink.
The only 22-year-old in the country who's not drinking at 11:30 at night.
Nick's
I mean,
hammered.
I'll drink after I'm done with my work. I still have a couple things to do. So,
bro, if you're not
I'll drink
handicapped or
afterwards.
hammered, you're doing a disservice to the people that buy your picks.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now.
Dude, I swear to God, I pick better when I'm hammered.
Oh my God, Tim, brainstorm idea
Yeah.
right now. Light bulb.
Okay.
Pow. You should have a special on Earl Sports Bets promo for drunk twins picks.
Hold on,
15
hold on.
bucks. Do it like a $9.99, $10
My
bucks,
headphones
20
keep
bucks.
going,
Pick.
in my-
And here are our picks while we were drunk. And then boom, I would buy those picks. I would buy drunk twins picks. I mean, not really. I'm going to make you text them to me for free, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's how we do that.
Yeah, we could. I get a page. I don't even get picks from Nick Earl anymore. I just get a screenshot of his
Yeah, I can't freaking
piece
hear
of paper
anything.
that he
Hold on.
handicapped everything on.
All right.
Oh, yeah, the light bulb.
Nope, still can't. You know
Right
what?
there.
Hold on,
See it down
hold
there?
on, hold on.
No, did you just bounce Tim Earl?
No!
Damn. Oh, damn.
Okay, I hate my headphones because right when you started talking, all of a sudden I hear ba-dum, 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 ba-dum in my ear. And I
Tim
can't
has
hear
more.
what you're saying.
Allie, if we need to pool our money together or talk to Craig, and for a Christmas gift for Tim, we need to buy him new headphones. Every time when we do game time, it takes him like 12 minutes to connect. He's always like, I can only hear out this ear, and I don't know what's going on. And this ear, I'm like, can you hear me now?
The way I see it is that we promote people. Look, I look so holy right now.
You do. Oh.
I'm just gonna stay this way. I feel like we promote people to buy y'all's picks all day long, so that's my contribution to your
Oh,
fund.
absolutely. Plus, I'm just like, hey, I just like to mess.
I
mess with.
I never use headphones. Like my mic is in my thing. I don't even have my wig mic on right now.
What the hell is that? That looked like a chihuahua.
on my mic.
Oh, that looked like a little like dog. You know those dogs with the long hair? I'm like, what the hell? You have a wig? I need that wig.
I have like 10 wigs. Are you crazy? I have a million wigs. This was my Goldie Hawn wig for
Let's see it.
Halloween. Remember when I was Goldie Hawn for Halloween?
Oh shit! I do remember that.
This was that wig. Yeah, it works.
I don't know how you do that with no headphones though, because like if I take my headphones out, you guys hear feedback.
Yeah, but I have a super expensive camera that Craig bought for me, and it has my mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, so bad. Doing this before you guys.
By the way, I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing real quick is Craig. I got a little.
Says that's not the headphones. That's just his listening.
That's fair. Craig, we get our little Christmas, like a small little Christmas bonus thing, right? And I text Craig, I'm like, hey, thanks for the Christmas bonus, like whatever. I'm like, I'm throwing it all in the Lions to win the Super Bowl next year.
Why?
And his response was, just send it back. And I'm like, I'm just kidding, bro. He's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I'm not really throwing it on the Lions. Like, maybe to win the division.
You said the same thing.
Right. I'm like, maybe to make the
deciding
playoffs.
whether or not to go gray.
Oh, that's very Avril Lavigne.
Ew, now I don't like it anymore.
No?
I was going
Is
to
it
say
Avril?
Storm
Is it
from
very Avril?
X-Men was where I was at, but all right.
From who? From X-Men? Oh,
Storm?
Halle Berry?
No, Storm. But
Isn't that
yes,
Halle
Halle
Berry?
Berry.
Isn't that Halle Berry? Don't
Yes.
tell her, but I was right, right? Look, she's
Yeah.
yelling at me from the other room. She hates when I'm right. Let me just tell you guys,
I don't
real
want to be
quick.
Halle Berry. I want to be Storm. That's the difference.
Halle
This is
Berry's
a bad
not-
one.
The conversation with Ali Burns last night on the phone call was, bro, Alejandro won last Woody. What do we do?
It was hysterical. It was.
And I'm like, I told you this dude was gonna win last week. He can't lose. I keep
He
throwing
did.
prop bets up. I keep throwing crap at the wall. I don't know what he just keeps winning. And she's like, we just gotta roll it over. We just gotta out him or whatever. And I'm like, that's fair. So
I left it up to you. I said it's
You
really
did.
up to
And I'm
you.
like,
I don't know
whatever.
about you.
it is. He's just he is what
It
he
was
is.
time. He
He's
ran
my
his course.
he's my degenerate alter ego's degenerate alter ego.
That's a lot of that's a lot to try
That's
to think of.
Lenny. That's Lenny's degenerate alter ego is Detroit Lenny, and Detroit Lenny's alter ego degenerateness is Alejandro. Here's how Alejandro
I feel
started.
like Leonard Donald Winston's degenerate.
Oh, you threw out my whole damn name
Oh.
like I was in court. No, look. Hey, Tim.
Oh,
Tim, guess who's calling me because I'm on a show?
It's your
Guess
daughter.
who's calling me because of... Yeah.
Yes.
Like, she knows. Like,
Who
she
is-
don't know. Every game time
daughter.
decision, she calls me. Every game time.
It's like my mother on Morning Wood. What are you doing? The same show I do 6 days a week at this exact time. That's what I'm.
I
doing
answer the phone. I'm
for the
like,
last
Brianna.
year, Mom.
I'm like, hey, what's up? And I even do it with, like, Nick and Tim listening. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'll put it on speaker. I'm like, hey, what's up? Nothing.
Yeah.
I just called to say hi. I'm like, Brianna, you know, like, every Monday through Friday, we do game time decision. 3 o'clock Pacific time. Like, you know, and she's like, oh. All right, well, you want to call me later? I'm like, yeah, I want to call you later. I'm like, I'm live right now. I'm like, what the hell do you think?
You know what's screwed up about that though is clearly she has not rang the bell for notifications because if she did,
Yeah.
she would know that you're on right now, and that's just that.
Well, the thing is with her is she just, like, she literally got out of the hospital this morning, and now she's a big Spider-Man fan. So the Spider-Man new movie came out today. Sean Austin, I saw him on Chaos, was going to the movie too. So she just got out of the movie, and I told her, I'm like, call me after the movie, tell me how it was. So she's calling me to tell me, I can't tell you about this. I can't tell, oh my God, Dad, you got to watch this. Oh my God, Dad, you got to see that. And I'm like, Brianna, don't tell me the whole damn movie. I want to see the movie, you know, but she's calling to tell me all that. So the Chiefs are about a first down away from they're in field goal range.
Nope, they're in the end zone.
They're in the end zone. Travis Kelce.
I'm getting crap thrown at me from the other chair.
Oh, Nick Earl's so mad.
right now. Are you kidding
Hey, he's so mad. Listen to Nick Earl right now. He's so mad. He took the Chargers in the under. He took the Chargers in the under. I took the Chiefs in the over. Just so you guys know, Detroit Lenny on TikTok in the month
Welcome
of
to my
December
house.
is hitting at 64.5%. 64.5%. Let's just call it 65. 65% on TikTok videos in the month of December for Detroit Lenny. You're welcome.
Really? That's awesome. Rock and roll.
I'm making that number up right now, but
I believed it. I was 100% all in with
it
it.
could be more. I don't know.
All right. I need to go try on more wigs apparently right now.
You look very Gwyneth.
Or more importantly, get off of a camera is what I really
You're
need
very
to do
Gwyneth
right
Paltrow right now.
now. Okay. I told you I have a lot of wigs. What do you want from me? My mom
I do
owned a
not
production
need
company for a long time. I like to dress up. Judge
She's
me.
showing you them all.
Yeah. I've got like 4 more over there, so I should probably remove myself from a camera right now. Your future vet just looked a whole lot better. Beautiful. Nick Earls doesn't, though. He took the Chargers to win the division.
Yeah, he walked out of the room. He's gone.
He's Superman. He can get a cape. He can get a cape, and then he can be Superman.
He's going to get a
always
beer.
screaming swear words into his pillow. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Nick, we love you.
I don't have to get lit.
Yeah.
Just stay lit. That's just it.
That's fair. Nick,
I,
all I do is win, no matter
No matter
what.
Oh, the past 2 nights,
I
I
just
went
light up.
hard over the weekend. So the past 2 nights, I ate a lot of food and went to bed at like 9 o'clock. So I really haven't drank beer in like 2 days, and I really didn't eat today. So I'm kind of trashy, and I can admit that, and I don't mind.
I might still be hungover from Saturday.
Ditto, man. It took me 3 days to get over your party. It really did. Like 3 full days.
I told you that thing was legit.
Dude, we rocked. It was awesome. That was a
It's
great
good
party.
times.
Lenny
Oh,
has
man.
the American Gladiators like inflatable game that you can play at home.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't blow it up for me. And then I thought about getting Josh one, and I'm like, Josh will destroy this with his roommate in like 5.3 seconds.
Well,
Like,
because I didn't want live video showing up of Ali Burns whooping my ass like an American gladiator, like with this inflatable, and me standing in a corner like, no, stop.
That's what we
I
need to
didn't
see
want
on
that
TikTok.
video. Yeah,
So
that would
you-
be a great TikTok.
Next time, do that and send the video. So that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
that was my entire thing. Was like Chanel was there and Amanda's on. There were 3 par ladies there and Chanel's girlfriend. So it was like, hey, we could get a real good TikTok going on right now, boys and girls. Nope, no one was down.
No.
And Lenny, just to give you an idea, women on TikToks will get you more views. Putting a girl on your TikTok video, do it.
Oh, you're
First
one.
of all, Tim, it's not that sex sells, okay? It's not that
It does.
sex sells
Go
or
ahead.
whatever. Okay, I have my own body that I would like to promote
Right.
as well. I don't know.
Sabers
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm done. I'm out of
Okay,
whiskey. Chiefs won.
Wait.
Wrapping it up.
1 second. It's this.
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on.
No. There is no help for me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's inflatable.
Yeah,
thing.
this is what it is. Well, let me scroll over there. Pinche con dedo. There it is. Bam. So you balance on these little things, and then you have inflatable joust deals, and you beat the crap out of each other with it.
that sounds like fun.
I want everything to do with this. Like, everything to do with
So
this.
what we figured out is what we're gonna do is do a live show and do kind of like a ring in my backyard, rope off a little area so there's just like a little ring type thing. And I don't know about the whole balance thing because I'm fat
it's
and
not
I got
in the
bad
video.
knees, so I'm just gonna fall. But if we could just do the jousting, like the little sticks or whatever, and we're gonna do a live show and
No.
hang lines of
Hell
like
no.
matchups.
Well,
Yes.
handicap. Any asshole
Yeah.
can beat somebody else with something. The whole point of this game is you have to balance on the deal. So if you can't balance on the deal, then you're out, Wenson. All right?
It's my backyard and my game. It's my rules. Burns.
That's why I was shopping on Amazon to buy one, okay? Because you can't even set yours up yet. Well, mine would have been set up, destroyed, bought again, set up, destroyed, bought again on the way. That's how mine
That's
would roll.
fair. That's fair.
100%. You know I'm right, too. That's
It
exactly
was like
what
the best like $50 I ever spent too.
Totally, man, I want one.
It was good times. I bought it during COVID because during COVID everybody hated their spouses. I don't care who you are. I don't care what lies you want to tell. Everybody hated their spouses. Okay, during COVID,
I
and
went through a breakup over it. Yeah.
yeah, I told Mandy, I'm like, I'm buying this, and I'm gonna legally beat the hell out of you with this inflatable thing. And her response was, "Bring it," and I was like,
We
"Let's
had
go
this
right now."
conversation.
And every time we get in an argument and we know it's a stupid argument because that's what couples do, whatever, she's like, do you want me to inflate the gladiator thing? And I'm like,
Yes.
are you challenging me right now? Because I will break out the compressor and we'll inflate that right now. Like,
She told me you didn't have one. That's just because she didn't want me to blow it up.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, we also had a bonfire with pallets going and a trampoline. And the last thing we needed was a American Gladiator match between the trampoline and the bonfire. While we were all drunk.
Between Allie and Chanel. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was not.
Like,
we didn't need any of that.
Each other's asses with this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. And by the way, Richie P says Lenny against Alejandro. That demon has been fighting for 48 years, bro. 48 years we've been battling. And I have tried to suppress Alejandro, and that dude just keeps crawling out.
All 8 inches of them.
All 8 inches of them. And Tim, did you hear my?
I'd be interested.
Bold prediction of the day?
For which one?
My bold prediction of the day, or tomorrow, or this season, is going to be Byron Leftwich, head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. I don't even know who he is, but okay.
I remember that name, but as
Dude, he was a quarterback.
Coach.
Quarterback for the
Vikings.
Quarterback for Marshall that broke his leg and got carried down the field by his offensive lineman and won the game.
What he said.
Well, at least he didn't get in a bus crash.
No, and he's been with the Jacksonville Jaguars for
ever
years. Yeah, he's been their quarterback and their backup and then their quarterback. He's kind of like the.
All right, let's find.
I don't want to. He's like the Minshew, the Garden Minshew.
About Minshew, that's my man.
Hey, hold on. Don't talk about Minshew. He's an ECU guy. I like Minshew.
Hey, first of all, let's refer to him as
WSU.
He's referred to him as his.
He went to East Carolina. He went to East Carolina.
Refer to him as his government name, Uncle Rico. Okay, that's his government name is Uncle Rico. He can throw a football over a mile, and definitely over that mountain over there. So, all right, Chiefs. And the over, teaser win, TikTok, Nick Earl lost, Lenny won, bang, bang, bang. And he beat Tim Earl in last Woody Stadium, bang, bang, bang. We're going to wrap it up for the night. That's all I
see him.
Oh, and apparently it's important about this damn.
Get it.
Brianna, I'm kind of live with the show right now. Did Spider-Man.
The movie was so good, Dad. It was so fucking good.
Say it again?
The movie was so fucking good.
The movie was so epic. Brianna, did Tom Holland die?
We hear her.
No, at one point I thought he was.
Okay, Brianna, can I call you after the show or did this breaking news?
Spoilers!
Breaking news. She's crying. She's crying. Brianna, I'll call you later. I saw him. When they get a certain age, you can just hang up on them. So
my kid hangs up on me. He's like, I'm on my way home. Click. And I'm like, fuck. So I call him back. I'm on my click.
Kids today don't understand phone etiquette.
All I'm trying to say is don't come home. Go over there. Like, if you would just not hang up on me and get the full story.
Click.
I called B Money the other day and he answered the phone, yeah. And I'm like, what?
I pay for this, right?
And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to hang up and I'm going to call you back and you're going to answer the phone properly. And I hung up and I called back and he's like, hello? And I'm like, yeah, that's what you say. Hello. You say goodbye. You have manners, bro. And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, nothing.
Hanging up on people is like the worst thing you can do. Like, I've been in fights where I hung up on a dude and it's like, that was worse than calling him any
don't say
it here. Yeah, any given name inserted here. Like, you don't hang up on people.
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight on Almost Adulting.
Go do something else too.
I'm Detroit Lenny. I love the freaking flip phone, by the way. My Mandy won't let me get one. And I just told her, I said, I want to buy a burner phone from Walmart and just have it. So just because there's no better satisfaction than right there.
They make those high tech now. Like, you could just get a phone like that that's not that kind of flip phone.
No, instead I got all this. And then I got to just throw it across the room.
I need to get a new one.
That fold in.
Yeah, I was looking at it because I'm getting a new phone.
Nah.
So, yeah.
Don't
I want a
get-
pager and a
Don't
burner
want it.
phone.
But for handicapping, it looked like it might be a good idea, but I can't. I'll break that. I'll break that in 3 seconds.
Yeah, you probably would.
100%.
My cat chews on this phone. I told you guys. Look at these corners. He chews on the corners of my
That's
phone.
why I don't own cats.
Dick.
Useless animals.
I own a cat. He sleeps on my pillow and my face. I don't get
Like
much.
I
Same.
said, useless
Same.
animals. All right, that's gonna do it for us on
I don't
Almost
have to pick up
Adulting.
your poop.
We appreciate Rickett for stopping by, my arch nemesis. And listen, Rickett, we got to team up. We got to start drafting.
Yeah, we
and
do.
Trying to Ricky Bobby that shake and bake baby to catch up with Tim Earl because he's got 1 pick on us. Well, 1 pick on me,
The
2
Buffalo
on you.
Sabres killed me tonight.
Let him in. I give you control of the contest, and it all goes to shit.
Well, I try to help.
And I
I
will
try to
say-
help Tim out. Let him get. I told him, Tim, how we are all gonna bounce.
He already bets every day, and someone keeps track of his records. It's over at picksandparlays.net.
And it's
that's
pretty.
Oh,
why-
no, the whole point is Lenny's bragging about everything. I
And
want to
it's
beat
pretty
him.
impressive.
I'm
That's
not
a
bragging.
And that's a place where he can't get beat by pedestrian bettors and look like not a professional. Like he
First of
continues
all,
to
did you
insist
just call
upon
me a
doing.
pedestrian? You just call me a pedestrian?
Yes, I did. Did
Okay.
you have a problem with that?
Yes. That's like Nick Earl telling me my money's dull. Okay, it's not dull. Okay.
All money
Tim-
never came out of my mouth.
I
Earl,
wasn't.
we can hear you, Nick. We can hear you.
I
I
know.
know you can. I know you can.
Look, I will give props to my favorite knuckleheads right now because Earl Sports Bets is #1 in handicapping on picks and parlays, and I know they have been
They copied
striving.
all of my picks. Everybody.
That's all they do. They just copy Ali Burns picks. Sure. Okay. But yeah,
Busted. Sorry.
these guys have been working hard to get that #1 spot for a long time. So
that was
I don't give
not
them
an
much
easy
props,
spot to
but
get. Like
I'll
the
give them a golf clap.
Yeah, the insiders room held that for a
Yeah.
long time. That was hard
I
to
did.
catch.
Yeah,
man.
I will
And
say.
you guys haven't been on with us for a full year, right?
Yeah, we started in April. I believe
Yeah.
me and Nick did get to #1 on the site in either May or June during baseball season. We had like a crazy run. We went
Yes,
up like
I remember
40
that.
units, and then started dropping. Nick Parsons passed us, and then it was not until 2 days
Oh
ago
my
where
God.
we caught back up to him.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Nick Parsons has been really struggling lately because he went from up 40 units to he's down to like 10 units this year. But
So
All right,
Ali
well,
Burns, you said
why we
my
have to
daughter
bring
never
back
watches
kind
the
of
show.
stuff about our coworkers, but
This is my daughter here, Brianna. She's like, I was not crying. I was just so excited about the whole movie. Okay, so Brianna Marie,
it's
Brianna
live.
Marie. Brianna Marie, listen to me when I say this. If you do not hit the damn like button, you're grounded. You hit the like button, or you're
Share,
grounded.
subscribe,
And don't forget to share, subscribe, do all that stuff.
and ring that hot damn bell for notifications so you know
A hot
when
damn
they're
bell.
there and you don't call them.
Brianna is Ali Burns'
so glad you're feeling
favorite.
better.
Yeah, she's her favorite carnival slide person. You know that big
Oh my
slide
God,
they go down?
Rush the fun slide. The fun slide.
Where's the design? Brianna Marie, you're grounded. Yeah, she's so bad. She's terrible. Pedro Moore. Moore.
We're done here.
Arizona. I met Pedro Moore last weekend? Weekend before? I don't know. Whenever I was in Arizona. Good times.
Drinks with Pedro Moore.
We did.
Sounds
We
like a
hung
good
out
time.
at like I think it was at Applebee's or Chili's or something like that. We had
Applebee's
we
on
had
a drink
drinks.
night.
Yeah, we did. We had like lunch, and that turned into dinner, and then it was good times.
All right, she'll do it for me. All right.
there you go.
Whatever, Brianna. You're still grounded. I'm calling your mother right now.
You're not grounded.
Um,
You're 21. It was
listen.
a great time. You guys were so cute.
We are. All right. That's going to do it for us, though.
Unground you. You're 21.
So who's going to be on next week for Almost Adulting?
I don't know yet. I want Marco. I keep trying to get Marcos on and Robert Allen. Those are my two I keep hitting on. Is Marcos and Robert Allen and Tommy
Robert
Kitten.
Franklin were
Those three.
good times, too.
Well, I asked Robert Franklin a long time ago, and he was camera shy. A lot of them are shy. Like a lot, you think you want to like, hey, who wants to come on the video? And a lot of people are like, I'm shy. Like, Miss Danica is shy. She doesn't want to come on. So you kind of got to warm up.
I know
into
Chanel
it.
L is too, but she'd be a good guest. She's she's when
We
she
could do
because like
Chanel L. Aw, boo boo. Sabres for the cup.
You guys
When
are
we
such
Sabre
a
night.
weirdo.
So that's enough of that Sabre for the cup stuff. And then,
Wow.
I know they can add themselves back in.
So much better. Oh, look,
Oh, look at Nick Earl.
Nick.
Wild for the cup. I'll give it to you.
Oh,
Wild
shut
for
your
the cup.
mouth.
The who?
I'm still.
The who? I don't know a Wild. Oh, that team we beat tonight. Sabres for the cup.
Rickett, I apologize, bro. This is my life right here with these two knuckleheads. Full
Hey,
out.
best
Sabres,
dollar I've
you
ever
can't.
spent. Best dollar I've ever spent.
100%.
$1 Buffalo Sabres to win the cup at 66-1 after they went 4-0 to start the year.
There's only one professional team in Buffalo, not the Sabres.
It's not.
Well, I don't know who it would be then.
Is it
because
even the
Sabres
Bills
are
right
winning.
now?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you told me the Bills were playing the Sabres in a hockey game, I might take the Bills. I'm just saying, but I might take the Bills.
I don't.
You'd
hate
have
that
to
proposition.
exactly. Nick Earl, me and Nick Earl are we have.
At least
we're-
Sounds like someone
logic.
who is on the Wild tonight. Sounds like someone who bet on the Wild tonight would say something like that.
Yeah, I have a Wild Stanley Cup future. I have a division future for them as well. At least they got a point for the division future, but
Didn't you take the Chargers tonight and the Chargers for a division future too? Okay, cool. Got it.
correct. Yes.
All right. No,
The Chargers
all I
should have
needed
won
to
that
do.
game.
Got it. I'm there.
Cool story, bro. Cool story.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story.
I love you, Nick.
All right, I gotta go. My daughter really
I
wants
know
to
we
tell me
all
about
do.
the
We're
damn
a
movie.
show at this point. Pedro's cracked up. Let's
Yeah,
go
he's-
Wild. Sabres for
Me
the
and Pedro
cup.
talked about fantasy football a lot today, so good. Hey,
Thank you guys for having me.
I've never been through this much.
actually, hey, good times, Rickett. I appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on for real. You really are my arch nemesis in contest bets, and
It's still fun.
I
It's still
I
fun.
got respect for you.
To have, yeah.
I got respect for your game and all that, but you're still, you
Hey,
know,
it's like I
in the
told my
great
wife-
words of Ricky Bobby, you're not first, you're last. So.
That's right. When I told my wife when we were going head to head, I was like, these guys are pros. I said, he's got like a whole service at his disposal right now. I says, and I'm just sitting here. I said, trying to keep water. I said, he's going to be a tough cookie to crumble for sure.
Oh, I'm in the group chat with Ali Burns, Nick, and Tim Earl, and I'm texting them all of November. I'm like, this dude just won't go away. He is just on my ass. Like, he just won't go. And I'm like, okay, it's the last day. I got this pick, and they're like, what are you gonna pick? And I'm like, I don't know. What should I pick? And it was like a group decide. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm picking. They didn't give me picks, but I'm like, oh my god, this is what it was. It was an event, bro. It was totally.
It was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, it was totally a good time. That's what it should be.
Allie, call me whenever because Dad never answers.
I don't.
But you know what? To Lenny's credit, what I will say is that Alejandro was low key in that top three. That's Lenny picking twice a day in two different accounts, and he was like in second and third and like trying to tank. So Lenny, you really crushed that. I mean, I've been super impressed with your whole like past month and a half. You've been you came in second in the handicapping town, could have came in third also, and you just took down a last Woody standing. So, hey, man,
Tim's still yet to
have
do.
you ever won a last Woody standing? You know, Tim, have you won a last Woody standing?
No, I have not.
Hey, you know what, Rickett, have you won a last Woody standing?
No, yeah.
Oh, you can't be in here either. Then you can't be in here either. Then so it's just the last Woody standing, people. No, I'm just kidding. So Nick,
Don't upset the baby.
hey, yeah, I don't want to upset the baby. Tim, could you scoot over so the last Woody standing members can just talk? Yeah. Nick, speaking from a former last Woody standing
Nick
recipient.
was one of the first. Like Nick was like the third or fourth person to
Yeah,
win. He was one of the first people.
Can you explain to your brother how glorious it is to win? Maybe that'll help him.
The thing is, when I won, it was so long ago that they didn't pay for winners yet. That was the time before they started.
That is a long time ago. That's index card.
Yeah, I just haven't tried to win a last Woody standing six. I won one. I'm fine, so we're good.
That's all that matters.
Brianna says, I'd trust Ricketts. Dad doesn't do well with bets. I mean, I'm here, so that says something.
All right, Brianna, I'm timing you out. I'm telling you right now. Brianna Marie.
Be our special guest. Oh, you can come on the next show,
Oh,
Terry.
absolutely. Next Thursday, halftime of the football game.
Okay, book it, Terry. Book it. You can be our next guest.
Book it. You're next week. Halftime of the football game.
Tomorrow. But yeah, 100%. No problem, friend. Yeah.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he texted me in the Twitter group chat. He's like, tell them I'll be on next show if they want. I'm like, stay in the chat.
Yeah, well, 100%. We're trying to promote.
As long as you're a morning Woody, you're in. You just have to.
We're trying to promote that.
Criteria.
That third person, that third guest, or besides me and Allie, that third person to be a morning Woody. So, any morning Woody, if you guys are watching now, the only thing you got to do to be on this show is hit the damn like button, okay? So, if you do that...
Morning Woody Facebook group.
Yes, you have to be a member of Morning Wood Facebook group, which you already are, Terry, so feel free, come on all the time. I mean, we should do it, we should just have people that only one last Woody standing. If that was the case, then we couldn't have Tim on. But
real quick, Terry, just to let you know, next Thursday your Wild are going up against the Red Wings. So
this is that thing.
Terry, listen to me when I say this. It's meant to be, bro.
Yeah.
This is
some in-play shiz going on.
Mama Allie. You see the light bulb above her head? This is how she has stuff. It's just like, the Minnesota Wild taking on the Detroit Red Wings in a obvious future loss for the Minnesota Wild. You should definitely come on the show and take your whooping. Take your whooping like a grown man, Terry. I'll see you next Thursday.
All right. Lock them up, boys. Lock them up. We got to go. Everyone knows what to do.
Look at Tim Morrow. He doesn't know what to do.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I don't even know.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Almost Adulting.
Wait,
You guys
wrong
have a
fist.
great night. This is